One recipe, endless cake flavors. You can turn this batter into any flavor of your choice: fruits, coconuts, Oreos, you just name it. And it is very fluffy, very easy, and very delicious. So guys, let me show you how to make this recipe. In a clean bowl, I already have my sugar and margarine. You can use butter if that's what you prefer. And to that, I'll be adding vegetable oil. Guys, the recipe of this cake is going to be in the description box, so do well to check it out. After this, I'll be adding a tablespoon of vanilla and half a tablespoon of butterscotch flavor. I will be using my hand to mix this together. Like I said, it is an easy vanilla recipe, okay? It can easily come together by hand. If you want to use a stand mixer, it is fine. If you want to use an electric mixer, it is fine. So as you can see, the color has gotten lighter. I'm still going to keep mixing. Now when I picked it up, the mixture dropped, so I know that it wasn't ready. I just kept on mixing till it was light and fluffy and it had doubled in size. Now here the mixture has doubled in size and it has gotten fluffier, and when I pick it up, it doesn't fall off from the wicks as it did before, so I know that it is about ready. I'm just going to mix a little more and then add in the eggs. I'm going to mix in the eggs 2 at a time so that it doesn't overpower the mixture. Just mix until it is well incorporated. You don't want to go overboard with your mixing. Just mix until you're not seeing the eggs again, and then you introduce the next set of eggs. If you're seeing my video for the first time, you are welcome. This is Z's Cake Boutique, where all the cake magic happens. If you're a baker or an intending baker, or you love cake related contents, then this channel is for you. Do consider subscribing. And if you're a returning subscriber, you are the real deal. Thank you so much for your support. Now back to the cake. As you are mixing, do remember to scrape the sides of your bowl so that everything can be well incorporated. So into my flour, I'm going to add baking powder, mix it together and then sieve. I'll be adding the flour in 3 batches, alternating it with the milk, the buttermilk. So right now I'm adding the first batch of the flour. You don't want to overmix with this. As you can see, I've switched to using my spatula. You don't want to overmix, you just want to fold this in gently. Now I'm adding half of the milk. When you are mixing, you just want to mix until you're not seeing the milk or the flour again, and then you just add the next batch. The flour goes in next after the milk. Fold, fold, fold. As you can see, I'm not mixing it vigorously. I don't want a tough batter. I don't want a tough cake, rather. Now I'm adding the last batch of the milk. Mix that in. And then finally, the last part of the flour. I'll be dividing this batter into 3. I thought I was filming, but I didn't film that part. I'll be leaving one of it clean and then do something different with the other parts. I'm going to add chocolate chunks into one of them and then fruits and nuts into the other. Now this batter can adjust very well. You can go in to add anything that you want to add into it and your cake will still come out very, very delicious. Okay, so into the third part I'm going to add nuts, some mixed fruits that have soaked for a long while. I'll add half teaspoon of golden syrup and half teaspoon of black treacle. Now I didn't want to add too much of this golden syrup and black treacle because the cake is already a soft cake, so I don't want it to crumble or to affect the texture of the cake. But when you eat this cake, you will get that smooth taste of it. It was really nice. So this batter gave me 3 6 inches and 2 4 inches cakes. So after dividing this, I'm going to bake in a preheated oven until they are done. So guys, I forgot to make a video of the cake when it came out of the oven, so here it is when I'm stacking it. As you can see, it looks beautiful and it stacks up really well. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.